Ah, hey, Nudge. Alright, what is going on here? This game's skipping already? I'm not sure where Blue Ocean is, but that sounds fun. Hey, Bruno. I might need to restart, even though I literally just started. My town's pretty big. You got to be a little bit more specific. What is going on here? Let me try and reboot this real quick. 1 second, sorry. Although I'm not exactly that far away from Fairfax either, so probably a yes either way, but
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting.
okay, skip past all this. Hopefully the skipping will stop. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that either, honestly, but I'm definitely interested in giving it a try and eating with you guys. That would be cool. Oh. That's closer than I think, then. Okay. Sorry, give me a second here. Something is clearly going wrong. Seems to only be doing it on cutscenes, too. Doing a very quick Google search to see if I can figure out what's going on here.
Flesh. Bone. Bound.
Okay, that is so bad. um... I feel like that should have been.
Together with the oddest magical incantation.
Okay, I think that might have
This
helped.
wretched book is where it all began so long ago.
Oh yeah, that's definitely better.
Before time. Before humanity.
Was he like the fourth member? Like,
I am Dr.
was he the
Edward
fourth Beatle or the
Roivas.
fifth Beatle
I am a clinical
from
psychologist.
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not,
Oh wow.
believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia.
Oh, that
Ignorant of so
shows what
much,
I know.
and dependent
I've heard a
on
lot of
so
Bone Thugs and Harmony stuff, but I didn't know any of the group names members.
Guardians
So
grow restless.
Today I learned as well.
Time
Bruno, also, you
once
need to listen to
again
their stuff. They're incredible.
Here. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path.
Oh, what?
And they didn't take kindly to it.
Oh.
Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
It is, and I apologize for this purple nonsense, but I read in advance that's an issue with the emulation of this game. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that, but everything else about the game works fine. My controls aren't doing anything, though. That's a problem. No, there we go. Okay, see you later, Nose.
Remember me, Alex.
Nobody ever catapults awake like that from when they're sleeping.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LeGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Don't you hate when your controller also messes up when you're having that dream and you can't shoot anything? That's the worst.
Ah, Miss Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see. Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring.
Can't believe he just drinks coffee, not even
I don't
caring.
understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. We don't
Yeah,
have a
tell me
single
about it.
clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I am not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
And the control's messing up again. There we go. Alright, here we go. Yeah, frustrated he comes to local police, she decides to solve her grandfather's murder herself, which is ridiculous. Now, I haven't played this game in about 15 years, so I have to think back to like literally everything, how to control everything. Beautiful carriage clock. Hands appear to be stuck. Clock continues to tick with the time permanently set to 3:33. Key in the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex look at the sure? Just clock pulls the key. It's a dresser key. Okay. Portrait of the ancestral Roivas line, the foyer walls. Ooh. I forget about that. This game is very Lovecraft light, so I gotta get used to that. This kind of stuff happening again. Like, there's a lot of interesting things the game will do later with sanity, but right now it's just like sound effects. Last week, rays of sunlight fight the shroud of darkness. It lends an eerie feel to the last few weeks' events. As the sun sets, Alex will be alone in this house with nothing but the spirits of old for company. Pro tip, that's not the only thing she will find, but I will leave it at that for now. Same deal. You know what? Finish exploring the central room first. Faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There's something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. I feel like I should recognize some of these guys. Oh, there's the run button. I knew there was one. Piano stands here, awaiting the hands of a decent musician. None in this room. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to that description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. It's also because I'm not playing this on a CRT, it's not quite as scary as it was back in the day. Well, just the ability to see pictures, I guess. The illustration features a collection of strange line designs related to each other in a cyclical manner. There appears to be some significance to it, but it isn't particularly evident. So I already know the significance, but I guess I will keep my mouth shut for now. We will find out later. The game just lets you zoom into these pictures to screw with you later. It's going to be very fun when that happens, but again, I will say no more for now. Table is set for one. Alex's grandfather, Edward's private nature meant that he never had many visitors, and this is the lonely evidence of it. I think I know where I'm supposed to go next, but I'm kind of just exploring the rest of the house first. Doesn't seem to be anything interactable with in here. Oh, except that obvious thing. But that's also a lock, so we're not going that way for now. A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A colored sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. Actually, I think that might be where we're heading next. I need to find the starter sword somewhere in this house. Check out this side. Warm glow of candlelight, the Roivas family tree hangs from the wall. Shadows flitter across its surface, obscuring the detail. One looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. This is a huge library. Slight draft can be felt issuing from beneath the bookshelf, almost as though a vent or an empty space is behind it. I have no idea how to unlock that yet. Okay. It's just letting me look. That's strange. I know there's more to that spot, but Books in this corner seem to focus on the supernatural. The writings of Poe, Lovecraft, the poetry of Blake, the art of Bosch, everything is with a tie to ethereal horror or fantasy. It is all here, a reference library to the arcane. Was this Alex's grandfather's secret hobby? It's a hobby they probably should not have gotten into, but it's several millennia too late for that. Is there something over here? Yeah. Sorting through the books, Alex sees one that seems to be placed differently than all the others, as if drawing attention to itself. Curious, she examines it. Upon the inside cover, shaky handwriting shapes the numbers 333. She replaces the book. Well, it is in here. Brass framed mirror set into the wall. The mirror's direction can be adjusted by means of two crankshafts set below it. A curious device. Is it related to the telescope in some way? Should Alex adjust the mirror? Not yet. Oh. It's because my buttons are backwards. That's interesting. You hold down to make it go clockwise and up to make it go counter. It's not the most intuitive way of doing that, but... And this one is left and right. Yeah. Well, playing around with it is amusing, but obviously I need to figure out what it's supposed to actually be before I do anything with that. Globe cradle in a wooden frame. Its glossy surface is painted in the likeness of an ancient map. A lens is situated in the northern hemisphere above a label that reads, "There be dragons here." There's another crankshaft over here. Jeez. I remember I'm definitely too early in the game to figure this puzzle out. But now I know that's there at least. Right. I remember this leads down to the basement, but oh yeah. I thought the lock door was like down in there before you go to the basement, but guess not. See, same paintings as before. I'm not actually sure what to do at this point. Thinking back to my vague 15-year-old memories. Obviously, I picked up the dresser key, so we need to find where that dresser is. But that I do not remember. Maybe in here somewhere? I don't remember any of this furniture on the side, any of this kitchen stuff being clickable though. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. Call of the mansion beckons to Alex, drawing her back to uncover the family secrets it hides. Alex will not leave till she's learned what happened to her grandfather. Spoiler alert, it does not go well. Okay, I know what deals with that. Alright, see you in a bit. See if I can find this dresser by the time you get back. Grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the oh, here we go. Gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Yes, I will adjust the clock hands. If I can get the right button. Oh, right. Seems a little bit off. An aged page set inside a glass frame hangs on the wall. An insane scribbling covers the page, incomprehensible to Alex. Perhaps Alex had some kind of tome and it could be deciphered. This Gothic cathedral is silhouetted against a stark light. The image is vicious and devoid of subtlety. Every brushstroke echoes the spikes of the architecture, imbuing a violent feeling, as though the building itself is a harsh imposition on reality. A grim picture indeed. There's a lot of stuff in the room you can look at like this. This looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure, with a faint hint of a smile tugging at the corners of its mouth and eyes closed in deep meditation. That does not look like a smile to me. A painting of a jungle-shrouded building. It seemed to be a temple in Asia, perhaps from Thailand or Cambodia. This is a bizarre drawing of a cyclopean city. Its immense architecture bathes in an unnatural fog. The detail is incredible. As Alex studies it, she can almost imagine the city's inhabitants. I think I know where that is. Yoink. An ancient Roman weapon. A gladius is on display above the fireplace mantle. Another token of eclectic junk. That's mine now. Yeah, we're still, this is technically chapter 1, I think. Oh. I've only got the map of the first floor anyway. Oh, wait, I have the second floor key? Well, I know I'm supposed to be in this room right now anyway, so let's go ahead with that. Ah. Right, it's Z to run, R to take a stance and shoot, or swing. Hopefully I'll remember that when it comes time to fight things. A diabolic drawing of a stack of human bodies, each one cemented into place. What twisted psyche could have executed this drawing? Though disturbing, it is meticulously rendered down to the subtlest detail. The precise anatomy of fractured bones and the convolutions of spines and ribs entwine into a mesmerizing sight. Wow. I remember even in standard quality that was pretty freaky. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, matching the etchings on the table and the wall's illustration. The candles are unlit. That's part of a puzzle for later, I think. Alright, let's do it. A leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? No, but we're going ahead anyway.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality, to see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool.
Ooh,
Where is Quies Candamest?
that Ailey
Where is Conservondine? Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pugna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus.
Volo res
I would like to
militaris.
compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient. Come to us, Pius Augustus.
The die on the floor is finely crafted, inlaid with golden gems that Pius can't identify. Strong linear design is situated in the middle, and is equally unknown to the Roman soldier. Ooh, I recognize that design. There's not really anything else to look at. Shaft descends for the next lower level. Ladder situated on the side. Yeah, that was obvious game. Ladder leads to the dank art of the labyrinth. Oh god. Danger looks beneath, yet Pius' courageous resolve does not buckle. Should Pius climb down the ladder? No, but we're going to anyway. I feel like that is going to be the theme of this game. No, this is a bad idea, but everything's a bad idea, but we don't have a choice. Faster to go for the limbs. Oh no! Did that one stand up too? No. Thought I saw another one stand up. I know they're going to, but not right this second, I guess. Oh. First. There we go. Strange granite block lies on the floor. Right, we're taking that. Go! Yeah. I know how life works. Very bad room to be able to fight in, but gotta make do. Strange granite block, yes. We're taking that one too. Go ahead and look for the third one. Real quick, I want to take a second to look up something. What chapter am I in? This is still chapter 1. Okay, good. Chapter 3 is the first time we run into something that's missable. So I gotta remember to get it. Ah! Dang, how many are there? Side. There we go. Get his arm without hitting the wall. Alright. Another path down, but there we go. Knew that was around here somewhere. Not expecting him around the corner like that, but oh well. That's it for now. Let's take the obvious path. Alright, we're not going that way. There's a zombie around the corner, I'm sure. Or maybe not. Oh yeah, there's a lot of them, jeez. Don't actually need to finish the enemies right now because Pius doesn't have a sanity meter like the other characters do. That needs to be refilled by doing that, but obviously it's easier to not have to deal with zombies walking around, so might as well. Walls prominently decorated with a strange line symbol carved into the granite. Cut into the walls a square hole lined with scratches as though something has been removed from it. La-di-da, we know what's going on. Let's put them all in. Game could have better UI. I don't like having to go into the pause menu to use items, but it's not horrible. Worked for its time, at least. That's not the open door button. Pius, when you must prove this worth by destroying the statue. Pressing R will enable Pius to select which target to attack. Releasing R slightly and then pressing again will cycle between multiple targets. Pius can attack. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize you could double tap R to switch targets. That's good to know. Alright, I already knew most of that. Basically, there was your obvious tutorial on how to fight that thankfully I already knew. Always puts me in these very bad positions. Like, not easy to fight enemies, like, in that corner. Jeez. Alright, what we got in here? Pretty much just that thing. And this. Let's see what this is first. A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pius push the button? No, but we're going to. And off we go. Okay, very important question. Is there anybody watching the stream right now that's in chat? Because I need to pick between one of these three items. And it would be nice if chat would help me decide. I don't know if there's anybody in chat to help me decide, but... Actually, to tell you the truth, now would be a really good time for me to take a 5-minute break. I need some tea. So I'm going to mute my mic and run off. Get rid of my webcam too. I'll be right back. When I get back, if anybody's in chat, we can decide which of these three items to take. Okay, I'm back. Oh, hey Bruno. We got back at the same time. I'm sorry, I had to step away to get some tea. But I'm back now, and good timing. I don't know if anybody else is in stream or in chat right now, but we have 3 items to pick here, and which item you pick locks you into that elemental path throughout the game. So I figured I would ask chat which one I should go with. I know which one I would prefer because I know which one is like easiest in terms of difficulty. But I will leave it up to chat to decide. I actually know if anybody's here besides you, Bruno, but so this might be on you. Make an important choice. It kind of so it is and it isn't. The way this game works is the 3 elements, they are weak to each other, like fire, water, grass. In the playthrough, as you pick up magic spells in chapters 3, 4, and 5, I think, you always pick them up in a specific order as to like which one is strong and weak to you. So which one we pick here doesn't change which order I'm going to get them in terms of like being able to defeat enemies easier later. But which one you pick now does determine what types of enemies you're going to run into, like what elemental enemies. And some of the elemental enemies are different in terms of what they do compared to the normal versions of zombies. Like the red zombies have higher health. I think the blue zombies do some weird nonsense where their heads explode. So enemies will be the same difficulty to defeat, but they may get extra tricks based on which color you choose. But I'm still totally okay with... I mean, if you want to get the true ending of the game, you have to play through all 3 paths anyway, so... It's okay, you can just make a choice and go for it. I'd be fine with that. Because in the end, it's not that important. Okay. Luckily for me, green is the one where the enemies don't do that crazy of stuff, so it's generally considered to be the easiest first path through the game until you get used to it. An effigy resembling a warped angel shaped from dark green emerald hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. Should Pius claim this artifact? As I previously mentioned, the theme for this game is going to be no, you shouldn't do whatever the game says, but yes, we're going to do it anyway. I also do like green because it makes for more interesting cutscenes. You will see what I'm talking about in a second. That actually isn't what I was talking about, but I forgot that was coming.
Have passed since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the
in the world.
power of Zan.
Okay, sorry. Dolphin is messing up again.
Xal'atath. I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Okay, I don't know what was up with that. I keep poking through Dolphin settings every so often. The cutscenes had been fine up until now. Hopefully that won't happen again. We'll see. Okay. I'm going to take this. This is the next chapter in the book. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Should Alex take the chapter page? No, but we're going to anyway. It really is. Ah, wrong button. Alright, chapter 2. It's weird, it's freaky, but it's also a lot of fun, and it's really interesting playing through it and seeing what there is to be found. As long as it doesn't freak you out too much. It's not supposed to freeze like that. Something's just up with the cutscenes in this. I'm not sure what.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So
It's not even like a proper
perhaps
cutscene.
here
It's
is
like,
the best place.
I mean, it is, but it's not freezing on the video, which it was doing earlier. I don't know what's causing it to freeze in this section here, though.
To start.
Yeah.
I am reminded of ideas.
Let's everybody watch the exciting action of compiling shaders.
As I first
That didn't fix the audio issue, though. Pause real quick. Check something. This is interesting. I know about the green-purple transition issue. That's actually a recorded bug. That was supposedly fixed by a version I already have, but I'm not too worried about that. Deterministic GPU is set by default. Can disable dual core when I don't pause the game enough for that to be an issue. Have aspect ratio to auto, so that's fine. Everything else looks fine. Not sure what's up.
encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough.
Nah, it seems to want to be fine.
A study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
Okay, that purple thing is kind of annoying, but we're just gonna have to deal with it.
Thy time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has planned many millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the beings
of flesh and bone.
bone.
You have a great monument here, Mantarok. It is a
Okay.
pity that no one will ever recognize it as yours. May the darkness claim thee, crawling chaos and damned beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen the last of this world.
Ooh.
fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here. I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
You don't think this creepy temple is not the place you should be thinking of interesting things to find and do? Does not seem like the smartest decision here. Door is firmly closed. Still in the temple. Perhaps there's another exit somewhere inside? Spoiler alert, there's not. There's just the one door technically. I don't think that one leads anywhere, but let's check this out first and then go that way. A statue of a goddess, delicately sculpted from sandstone and casts an alert eye over everyone who enters the temple. There's a strange necklace about its neck. Should Elliot take the necklace from the statue? In this case, yes. This necklace can be used to heal Elia. Make sure that Elia does not move when the spell is being cast. I distinctly remember that necklace is necessary because Elia is one of the only other characters besides that first chapter where you do not get magic spells and therefore can't heal yourself, so. Alright. We are obviously going this way then. Oh wait, what's this? Triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over another. That's your elemental weakness chart, basically. Not really relevant right now, but we'll get a lot of use out of that later. Always puts me in these tiny rooms. Super annoying. Grade 104 is a striking design featuring the sun sinking below the edge of the world. That's going to be relevant. I forget the details, though. The design on the wall appears to depict the time of the day. Perhaps the candles do, too. Wonderful. Sneak past the triggers here. Oh, that is very fake. They couldn't have just like made a proper exit and not had this just like JPEG sitting here. Whatever. Ooh, here we go. The blue zombies. When located by creatures, a sanity loss occurs, causing a decrease in the level of sanity meter in the character to pulse green. Beware, sanity loss affects perception and eventually health. Okay. Why does the menu pop up then? This meter represents the character's sanity. Every time he or she meets a monster, his or her sanity will get lower. The lower the sanity meter gets, the more the character will hallucinate. And hallucinations are the funnest parts of this game. So expect me to actually not go to a major effort to refill my sanity. Following a finishing move on a creature, recover sanity. Well, I don't want my sanity to get like crazy low, so I am going to still finish enemies. But the thing is, the amount of sanity you get back from finishing an enemy is never how much you lose when the enemy first sees you, so our sanity will drop over the course of the game, and it will be a lot of fun. Bronze necklace sits atop an ancient clay urn. Sure, I'll take it. Engraved on the floor is a striking design featuring a brightly burning sun. The design on the wall appears to depict a time of day. Perhaps the candles do too. Press the buttons to light or extinguish. won't let me do it now. That seemed weird. Give me 1 second here. I think I have my controller configured wrong. No, that's as good as it's going to get. The problem is I'm using an Xbox One's controller and it's not really one-to-one. But I'm just going to have to deal with that. Be very careful with these floor pads here, so I can get out of. All right, nice. There we go. No, I don't want to look at the thing. Like the worst place to fight them, but oh well. Alright. This game loves putting you in horrible positioning. Okay, maybe the other side is open now? No. No, so there's still the one zombie. I guess maybe I was able to mess with those candles on the other side and I pressed the wrong button or something. I remember something being in these corners, but I guess not. The design on the wall appears to depict the middle stage of the day of mankind. The image is now represented by the candles as well. Door has opened slightly, but not enough for Ellie to go over it. What do we do? I picked this up, but I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, very perfect dress here. That's just completely not at all useful for tackling zombies and killing enemies. Alright, let's use that here. I feel like I should have figured that out earlier, but oh well. I know we have to mess with candles on this side too. Possibly in this very room. Green floor is a striking design featuring the sun rising above the edge of the world. Guess not. Guess that's already set. So we shall move on. I remember blow darts coming out of these walls depending on where you step. but we are going to try and dodge all of that. Walk towards the confusing JPEG back here. Oh no! Ew. These guys, also zombies like the blue ones, but higher health, I think. Oh yeah. 2 hits to take off the arms. And apparently a lot to take off the body. It took like 5 hits, jeez. Great level 4 is a striking design featuring a starry sky filling the heavens, so obviously we're going to need to turn all these off. Yep. Was this the right one, or did I just go in the door I came right in? I guess we shall find out. Ah, that's the one I came in, of course. I keep thinking for a second I hit something, but that's just like the sparks off the candles. Sound design is pretty good, actually. The game does a really good job of keeping you, especially in the main, the manor at the start of the game. The game is really good at keeping you on your toes, even when there's like no enemies to be found, on purpose. Well, except we do have some here. Not sure if they will actually attack me on my way through here or not. Small pedestal covered with decorative etchings stands before the wall. The blowgun upon it must have some special significance for it to be the focal point of this display. Should Elliot take the blowgun? Sure. Haha.
A secret passage in the temple.
Oh no! Okay, there goes. The start of the... You notice that my camera angle switched a little bit. It tilted. It's back to normal now because I'm... No, it's not back to normal. My sanity is mostly recovered, but it's not fully. Guard is grateful for Elia saving his life. In return, he offers his services. If Elia brings him a weapon that has been broken, he will repair it as a gesture of thanks. Oh. So I dropped the weapon. Remember, you had to be pretty quick to save him. Otherwise, you'd have to go through the rest of this level with just a blowgun. Yes, repair my sword, please. Guard resumes his duty, seemingly no worse for the wearer for his recent brush with death. And actually switch back to that. Trying to remember if there was anything up top. I mean, it's too late now. I'm stuck down here, but I feel like there might have been something up top that I could have gotten. I don't think I can get past this. Nope. I do distinctly remember that there's nothing in this chapter that is unmissable. Next chapter is the first one that has skippable items, so I have to be very careful next chapter with making sure I don't do what I just did. That I explore everything before I just run off and grab a very suspicious looking item on a desk. Any more guys in this room before I... Nope, that's it. And I'll take a second to look around. This mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Chimera people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. I'm pretty sure that's Pius Augustus, the guy we played as in the first chapter. And that's the god he binded just a minute ago in that cutscene. I guess that cutscene took place a lot longer before now than it implied. Alright, we'll see what's back in this JPEG. Just no way around turning that on. But I'm glad that turned off because I couldn't see a way past those. Nope. Spoke too soon. That was probably to turn it back off. This is a long hallway. There. I feel like the Dutch angle is still there a little bit. It's still a little bit tilted. Oh boy. Oh right, they're opposite elements, so they'll fight each other a little bit. Take him out. Some sanity back. Let them fight. Ooh, I am hurting a bit. Pretty close to full sanity back, but not entirely. This mural depicts one of the ancient Khmer deities being tortured and killed by skeletal demons, so the same one as before, basically. Just another mural. Go out this way.
Stop. Don't go near it.
So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Patrock. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
You are one of the chosen many, flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness.
Got that name drop.
I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold one of Mantarok's hearts, the essence of the corpse god. To some, it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it. Guard it well.
And then she just stands up, calm as nothing else, just like, alright, what we got? Oh, lets you look around. Oof. It's not freaky at all. Metal staff is held by the arms of the statue. Sure, wish to take it. No, I've looked around enough. Thanks, game. The statue of a human female bears witness to the monstrosity that fills the room. The porous stone of its body is covered with the effluvial grime that Mantarok has secreted over the years. Oof. Check out the other statue. If we can't put that staff in the statue's hands, then I think we just put it directly in that door there. Yeah, same deal. I'm pretty sure the chapter is about to end right here, actually. Door of formidable size seals the vault. A stylized design resembling the creature that dwells within the room is carved into the stone. No, guess not. Alright, let's backtrack. Past creepy, gigantic monster here. Oh yes, there is a secret stamina meter. So you have to be careful not to just run constantly, or fight constantly for that matter. I know the size of said... Oh, wow, a lot more guys. The size of said stamina meter varies by character, so... Ellie has pretty good stamina compared to some others. There's nothing in this room I can do with that staff. So, head back through here. Like before, there's nothing I can do. Oh no! Well, good. At least that. At least I don't have to worry about that. Every spell in this game is as freaky as that one. So get used to that. Oh, shoot. I'm fine for now. Pro tip, don't try and finish the guys off when you're still standing in the middle of gigantic swords. Ouch. This is not going well. Trying to hold off on heal spells though. Don't want to just overuse them. God, I'm turning on everything here. Jeez. I think I'm good. Wait, let's play it safe. There's not a lot of health it gave me back though. There we go. Of course it made you go all the way back through the death traps for that. And of course we gotta do it again, but oh well. I'm gonna try and do a better job of it this time. I do have to have no choice about this side. Man, I turned those on by accident. Did not mean to step on that one, but we're good. Alright, good. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the end of the chapter here.
Fool! You should have run. Instead you will die. Where is the essence of Mantarok? Where is it? I will not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
Ah, purple. Yeesh. So I hope everybody's enjoying this game. I don't know if this is what you were expecting when I turned the stream on today. It is. It kind of firms up a little later, but yeah, it is very much all over the place for now. You don't really understand what Pius is even doing at the moment. Small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to the etchings on the table and an illustration upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. Okay, turn off that one. And this one. No, wrong one. With the correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There is a message tube inside. Take leather-bound message tube. The kind used to transport sealed message scrolls that appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Should Alex open it? No, but yes. Chapter page, suspicions of conspiracy.
Your presence is welcomed, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both, then.
He lies.
As do we all.
What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulyaoth, Shaturga. Should they unite with Mantarok, they will doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces.
Mantarok will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return.
As has been foretold.
I was unaware.
There is much you do not know.
And much you never will.
Be certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence. It is necessary to cement our place in your world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank?
This game is really great.
What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
For your own schemes, Pius. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane.
Or perhaps one, then the other? Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and do this chapter. I will probably quit for the night after that. Notice my sanity meter is already low just from reading the book. And actually, because of that, now would be a good time to see if there's any interesting effects that I will run into. Ah, wrong way. Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about beating the game 3 times for its true ending was the way that you unlock, like, God mode at that point, basically. And it's worthless because you've already beaten the game 3 times, so you've seen literally everything the game has to show you. No picture changing. So my sanity is unfortunately not low enough right now to really have an effect on this area. I really want to see some of the really cool sanity effects, but for now we will just continue on with the chapter. I didn't actually have to come back in here for that, but oh well.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
I gotta figure out that purple thing. I know there's a way to fix that, or at least deal with it.
Hanc mit ad dominum et imperatorum nostrum, Carolum magnum Francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
I distinctly remember the monk I have to save in order to get the sword. And I think I'm going to save my state a couple of times during this to make sure that I get it.
What sort
sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
Also, why did you just open up that thing that was for somebody else just like that? Just, dude. Oh, man. Alright, go ahead and get that save state started early. After Anthony briefly describes his mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in audience with the bishop in the visiting chamber. Anthony's presence is questioned by the monks, feeling that he has trespassed upon sacred ground. The monk seems rather subdued, perhaps out of respect or perhaps out of fear. That's the door I'm actually supposed to go in? Visibly disturbed with grief and despair, this monk sobs pitifully. He recounts that this is not the only death to have occurred recently, and wonders if perhaps the order is being punished for a wavering in faith. Funeral casket made from unfinished wood. It is not properly sealed and could probably be opened. Should Anthony open the casket? No, but we're going to.
Oh my god, what is it?
What happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection. And find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
Seeing his body reminds me exactly of the enemies I'm going to be running into when I go through this chapter, and I'm I'm not looking forward to it. Well, first of all, I don't think there's anywhere else I can, well, I don't remember if I'm even supposed to go up here yet. Oh, right. Just look at the floor. Oh my goodness. Cradled in what appears to be a leathery hand lies a mysterious book. It is bound in human skin and intricately decorated with shrunken bones. It beckons and nears to be possessed. Should Anthony claim the Tome of Eternal Darkness? No, but we're doing it anyway. Jeez. That happens literally every chapter from now on. Get used to that. I do remember that this chapter is not as difficult as it could be, because this curse Anthony is under is, it's like making him undead, and so if he dies, he will just stand back up. So you basically don't have to worry about your health, really. Blue urn rests upon the shelf. Of course, we're going to take it. Ooh, mysterious gold medallion rests upon the desk. Can't actually use that yet because I don't have runes to cast spells with, but good to have. Yeah. Bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly on a set of shelves, mostly books of a religious nature. They sit beneath a sky of dust as if no one has touched them. Amongst the tomes and manuscripts, a book brings attention to itself. Oddly pristine on the dusty shelf, it doesn't quite belong. Should Anthony move the book? Sure. But before I go in there, muffled voices emanate from the inside the bishop's visiting chamber. However, the door is locked, and Anthony will need the bishop's key to enter and gain an audience with Charlemagne. I forgot to hit that door earlier, and I figured something like that was going to happen, but just wanted to make sure. Let's get that. I definitely need that. Alright, room number 1. Right, I need to find... There's not things that explain the runes, but things that explain the spells. At any rate, I obviously need to keep going. Still trying to stay on the lookout for this monk I need to save for this sword. Actually, you know what? Let me check that. Yeah, we're definitely in chapter 3, so this is the chapter where the only missable item is just a sword. Which reminds me, let me keep saving my state. Ah, here we go. How very convenient. Alright, good. I'm glad I saved my state, although I didn't really need it. Grateful for his life, the monk tells Anthony what happened. He was carrying a sacred urn from the baptismal font when he was confronted by the bishop, who was brandishing a large blade and whose eyes burned with an evil fire. Frightened, the monk dropped the urn out of shock and ran. Returning to retrieve the urn, he found only the sword the bishop had left behind. With thanks, he gives the bishop's sword to Anthony. Okay, we are going to equip that right away. So that is way better than what I'm using. A little slower, but still better in the power. Area is dark and it is difficult to make out any detail. Let me... That's right. Broke piece of broken green urn. It's functional. Right, we put it together, but we need the actual runes to get the spell to properly restore it, so keep going for now. Carved stone tablet lies on the stone floor. Oh, I guess we do get codexes for each of the runes. Still don't have one for that one, but... Oh, come on. Oof. Definitely making me easy, or definitely making it easier for me when they just tear each other up like that. Alright, this first. Slab of etched stone sits on the pedestal. Do I even have that rune yet? No, I don't. Disturbing rendition of a monstrous devil. It is contorted into what appears to be a fountain. What sickly liquid is this draining into the pool? Trickling from a scum-encrusted sprout. Red urn sits beneath the fountain. Keep going for now. I need a spell to repair the urn, I think, and then I need to come back and fill it. Each tapestry hangs on the wall. It is swallowed from the dank atmosphere of the room, so dank, and the corruption about it. Keep forgetting which button is confirm. Okay, that's not going to work. Iron plate on the floor is carved with 3 curious circles, dried splashes of Marta's pockmarked and worn surface. Let's get that. Ancient stone tablet leans against the bookshelf. Religious texts of an unspeakable nature, written in languages utterable only by monsters or corrupt humans. Of which this game has a lot of both. Amongst the books on the table rests an ancient scroll of what appears to be paper. Torn scroll illustrated with a geometric symbol is accompanied by a small note. The note reads, "That which is broken shall be fixed. That which is dull will be sharp. Thus is the nature of the enchant item magic." So I have those. I still need to get this one. The bishop passed through the secret door. There has to be a way to get through it. See, I'm missing the third rune and also the third urn. But I can't remember where... Like, I've passed everything there was to be seen, hadn't I? Like, did I miss a door or something? Hmm. Yeah, it really was. The game just keeps you on the edge the entire time. Kind of terrified of what's coming. Does a really good job of it too. What's this? Can I get around to that? It looks door-ish. I guess it's not just something on the wall. Yeesh. Peering inside the casket, Anthony sees the body of a monk. His raiment is that of the order, stained with blood that has been seeped from many grievous wounds. It's a truly disturbing sight. I don't think there's anything in here that I missed. Still can't go in there. Yeah, those must be like windows or something, like iron boarded windows. I guess for now we will just go back down. See if maybe there's like a cabinet in one of these big rooms I didn't check. Fragments of a broken urn pieced together to form a crude hole. Deep cracks mar structure, and while it is almost completed, it is far from watertight. Perhaps it can be repaired somehow. Oh wait, I picked up the urn. I picked it up at the start and I completely forgot. Jeez. While fumbling around, the urn slips from Anthony's stiff fingers, dashing itself to foot. Oh boy. Oh, the room was in there. Okay. Alright, good. Completely forgot about that. Guess that will work for now. And now we have a magic meter. Alright. Now we can fill this back up. Dunking the urn into the foul-smelling fountain, it becomes filled to the brim with rank fluid. It is a lot heavier now and rife with Voter. Delicious. Alright, now we're good. Although the urn appears to sit correctly in place on the pressure plate, it does not appear to be heavy enough to depress it. Obviously. A water spatter pressure plate is situated in the floor. 3 urns keep the pressure plate depressed and the door that is linked to it open. Let's go ahead and put that back on. And also save my state. So I don't remember what's around this corner.
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
No, key. Finish them off. Shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walked its valleys. Okay. That's not the weapon to be using in here. Come on, let me finish him. Oh boy. I know you can deal with those guys somehow, but I forget how. Easier with ranged weapons, I remember that much. Trapper dimension sprawls in every direction. Whilst in this place, magic cannot be cast and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. The portraits cycle from color to color. As time progresses, only the quick will escape. Probably could have made better use of that. I'll do that for later characters, but again, I'm playing a guy who's turning undead, and so health is not an issue, so I don't really need to refill my health. Trappers have no eyes, but can sense sound very well. If Anthony can seek past them, they won't be trouble. like I'm like 1 or 2 rooms away, but I very distinctly remember... Oh, he's still here. He's still alive. Surprised you're not dead yet, dude. Oof. I think it's in this next room, not this one. Yeah, this one. I have to fight the first horror, I think. I don't remember how to fight him. I guess we'll find out. Wasn't that hard. He hits hard, but with a good enough sword, you can still take him down pretty quickly, so. Also, my sanity is clearly on its last legs. Okay, got a little bit more. Yeah, you notice the Dutch angle, it's just really tilted now, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the chapter, but the chapter is about to end in a second. Oh, there's more room! Okay. Can't fight on the stair with that. I think that's it. Muffled voices emanate. I have the key. Alright.
You are a fool for trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Saladin.
Oh, okay. That purple thing just messed up the gravity of that situation entirely. Hopefully I'll have that fixed by the next time I play this. Sanity's not bad. Do I have anything? No. Second floor dresser. Well, I haven't been on the second floor at all. Okay. Now the sanity effects start kicking in. It's still relatively high, but there was nobody behind the door that just knocked. I think I will explore the second floor. Key comes apart. Yeah, but I can actually fix it now, so. Can I just do that from here? Yeah. Serene painting of a luscious mountain valley, delicately rendered in oils. Time has taken its toll on the surface, which is soiled with dirt and scratches. Ooh, look at that. Also, yeah, you'll notice as your sanity goes low, some of these paintings on the walls will start to just show some really crazy stuff instead of what they originally showed. Although, unfortunately, we did not originally come up here to see what they showed, because I forgot that I had to keep... Well, couldn't get up here anyway. The key broke. That's relatively normal for now, I guess. It's another way that this game is good at freaking you out. The fact that I have a weapon and I just picked up ammunition and I'll get a gun eventually and I will get upgrades to the weapons I have. Oh, look at that blood coming. Oh, man. But there's no enemies to fight in the mansion at this point in time of the game yet. One of the drawers in the dresser curiously has no keyhole. It is in its place a small triangular design flanked by a magical symbol. Well, the spell I have won't do anything for that, so... Let's see what's in here. Oh, boy. Page from the Journal of Maximilian Roivas. Check that out. This is a page from Maximilian Roivas' journal. It reads, "Everything that brightened my life now engulfed me in darkness. I fed on the light of truth, yet starved on the shadows of lies." Hey, McAfee. How's it going? I have learned through my lifetime, but no less than a newborn baby. That was literally all there was. This game, I swear. Alright, what is down here? Yeah, this is an especially rough one because this is like, it's less Resident Evil style horror and more H.P. Lovecraft style horror. So it can get very freaky. And in fact, as soon as I find the next chapter to read for the tome, I'm gonna quit for the night. I don't want to be playing this up way too late when it's getting close to bedtime, and I'm gonna have nightmares from this, I'm sure. Musty aroma hangs in the air, and a layer of fine dust lies on all surfaces of the room. It seems as if no one has been in here for a long time. It's almost like a museum. It's weird that no one has been here for a long time, because isn't this her grandfather's bedroom? No, not the bedroom. This is, his study, I think. More ammunition for a gun I haven't picked up yet. I have not played Until Dawn. I feel like I've heard about it. I can't remember what the people that I've talked to that have played it has said. It's too dark in here. Perhaps the circuit's been broken. Okay. Don't have a torch in this mode, right? Ooh. That was freaky. The stained glass depicts a glowing medieval maiden, luminous even with the faint light of the setting sun. The maiden clasps a piece of parchment in her hands. The window gives Alex a strange feeling, almost as if it is magical and not really there. A glowing field of energy protects the window. Definitely have to check it out then. Wallpaper in this section of the hallway is oddly marred, as though the wall it sits on is not even with the rest of the room. Okay. It's like nothing I have that can actually get me in there, though. I can't take that yet. Whoops. Can't go in there. I guess back outside. I still have this dresser key. I don't know where that goes. feel like I might be missing something obvious, but I'm not sure what. Maybe I can try this, I guess. Magic of the blade does not fit the lock. I'm pretty sure I just have to use the enchant item spell, but I need the green alignment for that and not the blue one I currently have, so I'll have to come back later. That is some very weird and freaky audio effects going on, but yeah, it really is, because I have headphones on now and I'm not liking this. I never played this game with headphones before. I've always played it on a CRT, like back in the day. Oof. Nothing in here. What in the world am I missing? Went in there already. Oh, missed that. Chapter page has been hastily stashed behind the frame of the painting. Yes. Could be. Silicon Knights was not known for putting their all... Well, I mean, they were known for making really good games, depending. Some of the games were not that great. But they were also known for taking some shortcuts, so I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, so I have that. I'm going to save here, save my state, and let that be it for the night. It's getting pretty late and I don't want to start a whole nother chapter. So I will come back to this, but probably next week. Not next week. I need a break from this freakiness. I might go for something like Metroid Prime or maybe start Paper Mario. I'll decide later. But yeah, so I will quit for the night. I am trying to make this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, my normal time. And maybe additionally another day too that I haven't decided on. So I will almost certainly be back next Wednesday. Hope y'all enjoyed getting as freaked out as much as I did. And we'll probably come back to this in maybe like 2 weeks, maybe 3. At any rate, thanks for watching for everybody who came in. A lot more people came in this time than last, so I appreciate that a lot. And I will hopefully see you all next week. All right, take care, folks.